talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies? I'm out of here. I like running better. Welcome back, YouTube viewers, to another video. So, I know it's been a little bit since I did a video, and I'm a little late to the topics I'm talking about today, but I wanted to make these videos, and I just never got around to doing it. So, here it is now. So, some stuff happened with DreamWorks recently, notably the Wild Robot losing to Flo with the Best Animated Feature Award. And the Shrek 5 teaser, which, boy, I'm going to have things to say about that. But before we begin, I just want to recommend you guys all check out my Letterboxd. I don't know, that'd just be nice. So, without further ado, let's dive on in. So, I know this topic is kind of weird to talk about because on the one hand, the Oscars are pretty stupid, but on the other hand, I actually did care about this, so the fact that the Wild Robot lost to Flo really annoyed me. So, yeah, I know people have gotten mad at me for saying how that Flo shouldn't have won, but look, Flo is a very impressive movie that was very well made, and I have respect for the people who made it. On $4 million, they made a movie in Blender that looks really good, has no sound, and apparently is quite good. I believe that. I think the people who made it definitely deserved a nomination. They should be pretty proud of themselves, but this beat the Wild Robot. Part of it is, I've said this before probably, which is that DreamWorks created the Best Animated Feature Award, which is a dumb award, but they created the award. This is the 24th time it's been held, and this is and they've only won it twice. And the second time was The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which is really more of an Aardman thing. So, the time I finally thought DreamWorks was actually going to win, they made a movie that was absolutely amazing, that was universally acclaimed, that was just the kind of movie that wins awards, except, it wasn't super... The movie wasn't trying to be something like that. It's just how it is, naturally. All its depth and heartwarming moments and all that stuff, that's just the way it was. It pushed the boundaries of animation. It didn't have a small budget, but it didn't have a huge budget. It did, yeah, it had some really beautiful animation and direction and all that with a style we haven't really seen before because, well, it is an evolution of what Puss in Boots: The Last Wish did. It's not really going for that same 2D but in 3D style, but it still continues that kind of brushstroke aesthetic that's just really beautiful. And yeah, it was a great movie that everyone really liked. And then it loses to something that barely anyone saw. Now, I don't think an award should be given just to something just because a lot of people saw it. That'd be pretty dumb to say. But I think for something like this, I think whether or not people saw it matters because most people haven't heard of Flo. It's not a lie. Only diehard animation fans have, really. A lot of people heard about the Wild Robot. That was a big hit. So for it to lose this thing that most people don't even know exists, look, I can understand why people would be happy about that, but I'm not. I mean, for the past 3 years, including this award has only gone to small projects. Was Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio made by Netflix with a big-time director? Yes, but it's a Netflix movie. Netflix isn't exactly known for for famous, big, animated movies, And seeing Puss in Boots: The Last Wish lose to a stream movie just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. 2023, yeah, I think Studio Ghibli definitely deserved it. It's just that... But I still consider Studio Ghibli to be a small studio. Sure, a lot of their movies are well known, but they're still not exactly as mainstream as some people make them out to be. I mean, they're a Japanese studio. They might be huge in Japan, but here in the States, they're not that big. So yeah, see when DreamWorks was probably finally going to win, they lost to something that most people don't even know exists, or at least barely know anything about. And that just seems kind of mean. I mean, I think this is I think this is the 4th time Chris Sanders has been nominated for this award, and he still hasn't won it. I don't think he deserved to win it the first time or the third time. I think the second time, which is for the first How to Train Your Dragon, I could probably say yes, but I also might say Toy Story 3 deserved it. I don't know. But for this, he definitely deserved it, and he didn't get it. He did get an Annie Award, and End of the day, those mean a lot more. I watched the Wild Robot completely sweep the Annies this year, and I'm sure he's really proud of that win. I mean, he was there on stage, but Annies aren't exactly the best either. That's neither here nor there. So I do think that this isn't the biggest deal in the world. I still think this is pretty bad lose for for DreamWorks. Chevril's Productions said in a recent video, it seems like the Academy hates DreamWorks, and you know what? I don't know if they hate DreamWorks, but that's a pretty fair judgment, honestly. Like, they really seem to have something against DreamWorks. I don't know what it is, but they just don't like them. Shrek 5 teaser is what you probably wanted to see me talk about, so, yeah. This was weird. I don't hate this as much as a lot of other people do, but I still don't think it's good. Starting off with Shrek's redesign, guys, how are you comparing this to Ugly Sonic? That thing was an abomination. That was absolutely horrid. This isn't that good, but I wouldn't call it awful. It still looks like Shrek mode for the most part. Now, I've heard some people say that, well, Shrek Forever After was able to put a big advance in the visuals while still keeping the art style the same, and yeah, it was, and I wish they had done that, but it could have been a whole lot worse for this, honestly. Like, it still doesn't look that good, but we'll probably get more used to it. I think the other characters look fine, though. I'm not too mad about that. Now, I'm sure a lot of people were also mad, though, about the whole how, well, one, sure, Phyllis was right. He predicted there'd be a magic mirror equivalent of smartphones, which I really hate. But, and I've heard some people say, though, that maybe our reactions to it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact that it is advertising Shrek memes. I heard someone say that if it were a wizard ASMR or something, that'd be stupid, but it'd still be tying into the fairy tale aspect of Shrek. But here it's just, oh look guys, Shrek memes, ha ha ha. Shrek memes have been dead for what, a decade? And regardless of the fact, even if they were super popular right now, it's just that you shouldn't base your movie around memes. And look, I know this isn't actually a scene from the movie. Maybe they won't base the movie around it, but how do we know that for sure? I mean, Kung Fu Panda 4 turned out pretty poorly. Not because it was a complete joke fest, but the movie was just lame. This movie just seems like it's going to be really try hard. I know this is just a 23-second teaser, but this is not a good first impression. I still don't think they should have made a Shrek 5 to begin with. I'm sure I'm the only person who says that, but it's just really. Also, Shrek's daughter, which one? Shrek had 3 kids, not 1. So where are the other 2? And 2, does she have to be voiced by Zendaya? Like, I'm so sick of these celebrity castings. Hire one real voice actor, please. You already have the fact that you've got Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy in this movie, and the fact that it's Shrek. Isn't that enough name recognition? Bring in Jennifer Hale or something. I don't know. Tara Strong. Who else? Grey Delisle. Sumali Montano. Better at TFCon this week. But I really need Zendaya. Come on. Or also just the fact that every Shrek sequel had Puss in Boots, and the whole reason we even knew this movie was gonna exist was because of the ending of The Last Wish. So why aren't they Puss, Kitty, and Perito here? Or like at least the actors' names would be on the cast list. Because you're thinking that it's a Shrek movie, it mainly focuses on Shrek, Donkey, Fiona, I guess Shrek's daughter now. But okay, but you still think they'd be put on that list, right? The cast list. That's just me. And we've also got to consider some other factors, like the fact that I think we all agree that the redesigns in The Last Wish were definitely for the best. I mean, Puss had a far better design in that than he did for the Shrek movies. And the movie has such a colorful, great art style and direction and all that, but this definitely looks more colorful than the other Shrek movies. It still does not look like The Last Wish. And look, I wasn't expecting that, and I don't even want that. I think that might be pushing a little too far for Shrek, but I just don't see how Puss is going to really fit into this art style. And I like The Last Wish way more than the Shrek movies, which I do really like. Just want to say that. Which is the whole reason I'm even making a big deal about this, because I do like those Shrek movies. But look, this is just a 23-second teaser. Movie doesn't come out until December of next year, which is in over a year and a half, so Although it's also kind of weird they drop a fully animated teaser when the movie is still so far away. Then again, it got delayed by 5 months because of Minions 3. But even then, this movie is would still be a long time away. However, this turns out we'll just have to wait and see. We still got a long way to wait. So in conclusion, that was just my brief rant about what's happening with DreamWorks right about now. Uh, yeah. As for the future of the studio itself, I'm still optimistic. I've discussed this before and I'll say it again. Inconsistency is DreamWorks' brand. We all know that. We had to sit through Kung Fu Panda 4, another Trolls movie, Ruby Gillman. But then we finally got the Wild Robot. We got Dogman. Next, we're getting the Bad Guys 2, which looks pretty good. So, I'd say for right now, anyway, we still got at least one more good DreamWorks movie to look forward to. Now, do I think DreamWorks losing an award or is the biggest deal in the world? No, but I still wish they won. It would have looked good for them. Do I think having the Shrek 5 teaser come out the way it did was something we can all get past? No. But inconsistency is their brand. No matter what happens, I'll still stick by this studio. So that's all for now. And remember to stay way past cool.